Hi guys. This parable of the eggs, has two parts of background information. The first part of the background information is that eggs, fresh eggs right out of the chicken, has what they call a bloom. It has a bloom on it, and if you do not wash that bloom off of the egg, you can keep those eggs on your countertop unrefrigerated for about a month, up to a month. Of course, I can't give medical advice or any kind of advice like that, so I'm going to just say your results may vary, right? Okay. So anyway, but you cannot do this with store-bought eggs. They've already been treated or washed or whatever happens to store-bought eggs. That bloom is washed off, so you can't, and you absolutely can't leave them out of the refrigerator. But fresh eggs right out of the chicken, right off the farm, that's a common practice in the agricultural areas where I am. So anyway, that's the that's kind of the first part. And when I collect my eggs every day, I put in pencil, I write the date that I got that egg, so I have a record of when I can start throwing them away. So the second part of the background information is I should be having a lot more eggs than I do every day. So I've got 50 chickens, and I'm getting about 2 eggs a day. And it's kind of expensive, when you're feeding 50 chickens and you only get 2. Because I consume them, I would consume that, so I don't have any extra, to sell. So anyway, I think that I've got a malice chicken there somewhere, maybe some more than one. So what we do, I was going to take some eggs, some of these older eggs that I've had, because they're not laying very frequently. I've got some really old eggs, and I had, you could take those eggs and blow out the yolk, put little holes in them and blow the yolk out and fill it with like mustard or, cayenne pepper or something, so when the offending chicken pecks the egg to break it and eat it, it's going to be offended. It's not going to like what it gets in there, and hopefully that breaks that behavior. So anyway, the first part is eggs have a bloom and can sit on the countertop for a little while. And the second part is I may have an egg-eating chicken or two. So the main part of the parable is my husband was so gracious this past Saturday, to fix a wonderful breakfast for us. And we had eggs, and we had fried potatoes and toast. It was very nice, simple and nice, but he did it for me. And of course, always I pray over my meal. Whatever I put in my mouth, whatever I consume, I pray over it, because I'm thankful for the Lord that He provides for my every need. He provides for me in ways that I don't even know, but even the small parts that I do recognize and realize, I know His hand is on it. So everything I give thanks and praise to the Lord for. So you can see here on the screen that the eggs that my husband used were the very old eggs. They're not quite a month old. They're a few days shy of a month. But again, that goes back to your results may vary. I don't want to tempt God. I don't want to test the thing that, that's going to cause me death. I don't want to do that. But the point is, and it's a simple point, be thankful and pray over everything that you consume. Because we know in this day and age, uh, we know that we don't know what's in our food and our water and our drinks. That, there's, things that they include, these chemicals and things. So I just wanted to say that God is good. He's merciful to us. He provides for us in ways we don't understand and don't always know, but he also protects us. He protects us from so many things that we are unaware of. And that's how merciful and great our God is. And I know my husband paid no attention to the dates that are on these eggs. He thought that I had set them out for him to use, not to set them away separate, not to use. So we had a miscommunication, which is fine. But the end parable is, the end point is that God protects me, protects in this situation and every day, and I give him thanks and praise for that. And I think that many in this community do also. We also thank God for everything. And don't miss that part. Don't be so consumed with your everyday that you don't thank him for even the little things that he's done for us every day. He woke us up. We have the vehicles, we have their houses, we have whatever it is that we're doing today. He provided for that for us. But the things that we don't realize is what he protects us from. And if you sit around and think that you could be any other person around you, like you could have been born any other person, and you think of the least person in your circle of influence, the least person. They might be, financially disadvantaged or physically disadvantaged or some characteristic that is in your mind. You think, oh, I'm glad I'm not that person. I'm glad I'm not pushing that shopping cart and standing on the road with a cardboard sign waiting for donations from passersby. But whatever that is, whatever those types of people are, you are not that person. Whatever that undesirable characteristic is, you are not that person. So the Lord made you into who he made you into. So that's a blessing that we don't realize. And also, he made us in a time that's now. We could have been any other person in history from the beginning of time, beginning Adam and Eve. I mean, all those, we could have been any of those people, but we were not. So how many trillions of people? That's like a trillion blessings right there. And when we are supposed to give thanks and praise to the Lord, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and also couple that with pray without ceasing. You merge those two together, and that's literally all day, every day, giving thanks and praise to the Lord. So I didn't want to be so wordy here, so long in this, but it was a simple message to be thankful for what the Lord provides, but also what he protects you from. Have a blessed day.